if you don't want to see something, mute it, block it, so that you don't see it again. But Twitter allows these hate groups to find you and to troll you and to report you or create some type of lies on you or bait you into an argument. I used to argue on Twitter all the time when I first started. I was afraid of Twitter. I used to be on Facebook all the time. I used to be on Facebook and I was afraid of Twitter literally because I thought it moved too fast. It's like a highway, on ramp to a highway. You got to move. Okay. But just as soon as I got into it, I was like, okay, yeah, it's kind of cool. And then I was able to get my voice out, just like what you're doing right now. Get your voice out. And people were like, you know what? I like what he's saying. Let me follow him. My followers count boom, 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 boom. Okay, fine. Then I said something about share.
How dare you?
I said something about share. And I know it was like a Thursday night. I know it was a night because of the way that her fans came back at me. Girl, I thought I had downloaded some type of virus because because her fans came at me like the Roman Legion army, you know. I was like, wait a minute, where did all these people coming from? And they were hitting bam, 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 bam. I was like, oh, and this is how, and Twitter's kind of changed the way that they do things now, but people were buying followers for me in Russian. So I'm seeing Russian names. Russian name followed you. Russian name followed you. Russian name followed you. Russian name followed you. And I was like, they're trying to get me banned because all these people are following me, and then somebody's going to say that I'm buying all these followers. So I had to lock my account so that those followers kept running into the wall. And then I was like, I never bother share again. I've never bothered share since that day. I haven't bothered her.
Sorry,
I let her go.
Cher, I didn't mean it.
Yeah. Hey, girl, do what you got to do. I ain't bothering you no more. I never forget that. But I don't fuss with anybody online anymore. I don't, because they don't know me. I don't know them. So I don't know whether they're trying to, because for the most part, they work in groups. So if one person starts fussing with you and they get you, then they got another one, and now they start reporting you, and then they get you kicked off or suspended. So I was like, I ain't following. So I'm glad that you have gotten. I'm glad that you are smart.
I try to be.
I mean, because not a whole lot of people say what you just said about. I said on my show all the time, to be in the game, you got to be in the game. And you can't go out here acting like the other side and expect that you're going to get away with it. They've been doing it for a long time. They write the rules. It's their platform. It's what they do. That's why I signed up for Parler and Cloud Hub and some other ones. I can express what I want to with the conservative audience, but I can also talk about what I believe in, even if I have to use code words. I can't use specific words because I get in trouble. So I have to use different type of words in this category just to maintain and stay. I'm surprised, honestly, between me and you, I'm surprised that I'm still here. I've lost 130 followers, 130,000 followers.
I thought so. When I looked at your account before this, I was like, whoa, he's down a lot. Yeah. I was like, I know I saw a different number like just recently.
I was up to like 512,000. And the crazy thing about that one is between August and January, they kept me between 508 and 512. I couldn't get above a certain thing. But in Parlor, I got close to 700,000, going on 710,000 before that was shut down. So just as soon as that goes back up, it'll start rolling back up again. But yeah, I don't complain. I don't complain on Twitter anymore. I acknowledge and I tell people, but I don't complain about it. I tell people it's theirs. I'm not going to cry. It's theirs. They created it. They got the rules. It's theirs. I didn't create anything. I'm just using it. At least I know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so interesting. So, back when I first started in the industry and started like my social media accounts or whatever, I just had the mindset of like growing my account. Like, how can I get the most followers as possible? Yep. What do they want to see? What's clickbait? Like all of these things. So that meant like posting explicit things and reposting companies. And I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, sure, like let's just do what everyone else is doing. And that's totally allowed. Like there are some crazy retweets you can see on Twitter, not on my profile, but they exist. Like even when I was in the industry, I was like, oh my God, you're posting that? Like I know it's on the internet, but this is like, it's different.
Yeah.
And that's totally rewarded with growth and engagement and all of these things. And then once I started, I guess, like redefining what I thought was okay for myself, like not for anyone else, like you can do what you want. I'm not like judging these other performers, but for myself, I believe firmly in paywall. So I don't want to say that and then not do it. So I cleaned up my entire Twitter account, got rid of everything explicit. Even now when I like promote my other work, like it's like in a very like tasteful fashion, like it's like a TikTok video or something, right? Like it's nothing crossing a line in my mind. And I do that, and then I start sharing more of like myself, like my mind, my thoughts, like my real life. And then all of a sudden, that's when I get shadow banned. And I'm like, there's this other stuff that could questionably be more harmful for the community, right, on social media than just me tweeting an opinion or whatever it is, or following certain accounts, because I think that also plays into it. It's like who you follow, they start like looking at you.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like my numbers, like I couldn't get over like 380 for a really long time. And I would like lose people as fast as I got them. And then I would like you disappeared for a while. Like Gad disappeared for a while recently. And I'm like, I follow them. So how am I not seeing them? And I just think it's so interesting, like what we're deciding to reward and not reward.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.